So we've got our final review of the Ben Hogan Players Combo Set. And the combo set consists of the 567 PTX Pro irons and 8-9 pitching wedge of the Icon irons. So the Icons are blades if you're not familiar with them. And let me show you those. So here's the 8 iron, 9 iron, and pitching wedge Icons. These are stunning irons. If you pay attention to Ben Hogan and their clubs at all, or especially the irons, they just make beautiful clubs. And these are the only blades they offer now. And you can see the soles here. I can get these unstuck. There you go. And I'll show you the PTX irons now. So that's a 765 PTX Pro irons. And you'll notice, I think pretty quickly, that they have a thicker sole. It's not a thick sole, but it's thicker than the blades, of course. And the top lines for both are very similar. They're both player irons, so you're not going to have the thicker top lines when you look down at the ball. And so these serve ideally, people, in my opinion, 10-ish handicap and below. I'm at 10.6 right now, who have pretty good ball striking abilities, but I can't play an entire blade iron set. People will disagree on that, but I just don't want to suffer through that right now. So I'd like a little help in my mid and long irons, and that's what the PTX Pros are for. But I find I can hit, because I have friends with blades, and I've tested a bunch of blades in the past few years. I can hit pretty much 8 iron on down in blades, and of course Ben Hogan knows this, so they birthed the Players Combo Set, and I've had nothing but a great experience with them so far. So both these iron sets have a lot of the similar tech behind them with the sole design. They have a high bounce right near the edge, and it goes to a softer trail bounce to have better turf interaction. The shorter irons in both sets, although this is the combo set, so you won't have shorter irons in both sets, have weight higher in the irons to prevent ballooning, higher in the shorter irons, and lower in the longer irons to get the ball up and to hold the greens better. Anyway, I've had these for the last couple weeks, and we finally got some warmer and drier weather here in Houston, so I've been at the range probably 4 days a week the last 2 weeks, and I've gotten to play one round with them. I was able to hit these, to my surprise, pretty well from the first shots. I play Taylormade P790s now. Now they're player irons, but they have they're built for forgiveness, and they're larger than the pros or the Icons. So they have a bigger club head, a little beefier top line and sole. So I find them more forgiving and easier to hit. So I was kind of worried that moving into the blades and into the mid and long irons with the PTX Pros, they're not going to be as forgiving, but I didn't have really any issues making solid contact and getting the ball going at my target. I was able to shape the ball well. I hit a draw. I only hit a fade if I have to. That means I'm in trouble somewhere, and I've got to hit a fade to get out of jail. So, and I found distance, well, it's not going to be as, well, with the Icons, they're not as long as the P790s. They just aren't. First of all, the P790s in some cases have 3 more degrees or less degrees of loft. So they're much stronger lofts, and they're just built to get the ball up right away. Whereas with the Icon blades, you know, they're player irons. So you bring all your performance to blades. That's the whole point of blades. Now with the Pro irons, I find them pretty much neck and neck with the 790s distance-wise. They're not quite as forgiving, so your margin for error is going to be smaller with the PTX Pros. But I had no problem playing them or hitting them on the range or even in the round, although it was a bad round. So I wholly endorse the Players Combo Set. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great set. I mean, if you ever want to own some blades, but you can't play the whole set, this is it. If you're in the market, you cannot beat the price from Ben Hogan clubs in general, from driver on down to putter. So I recommend these. If you're a low handicapper, no brainer. If you're a mid handicapper, 10 or below, and strong ball striker, you can gain these. High handicappers, try the edge irons or some other game improvement iron. These aren't for you. All right, guys, that's it for the Ben Hogan Players Combo Set. I recommend them. I think they're great irons.